continue the visions for now. Let's see, where do I want to go? Oh yeah, this one's done. Fields is basically ish, except that other spot. Um, let's go to some non-typical places, I guess. Well, I mean, this is a typical place. Let's go. Really, there's a mysterious cave. I'll just clear it. When you don't need mysterious cave, a random game that I'm in, which I didn't actually check, but I did now, then you get the bounty segment. That's so funny. When you don't need the segment, it's there.
Before you go, might you be interested in some of my previous acquisitions?
I'm still waiting. Not ready yet. Need more time. I'm still waiting. I'm still waiting.
Yeah, interesting.
Not ready yet.
Oh, clicked it so many
Need
times.
more time.
Of course, not even a single legendary there from the Resplendent.
Not ready yet. I am returning to town.
Guess we'll go to some the typical places then.
I'm still waiting.
There we go.
Need more time.
Fifth Guardian floor. Is it gonna give me keys? Yes. Awesome, lovely.
I'm still waiting.
One and collect dust.
Not ready yet. Need more time.
2.
Bleed, you filth! I need more time. Bleed, you filth! Not ready yet. I'm still waiting.
I think I need to clear out. Yep,
I am returning to town.
exactly. Strength, focus. Bit fire, really? Okay, that's a reasonable start. Bone gauntlets. Interesting, but it's a 9. Let's see what my Templar's using. Oh, nothing. Okay, it's random.
Tyrael, it...
I need more time. Sweet revenge! Not ready yet. I'm still waiting. I need to go back.
Alright, let's continue.
I need more time. Do you want more?
Maybe this floor has my primal. But I think this is the third floor, so it's not likely.
Not ready
Feel
yet.
my wrath.
Need more time.
Of course.
I'm still
Super
waiting.
late arrivals.
Not ready yet.
That was just a taste.
I'm still waiting.
Space do I have? Oh. I hardly collected any. Oh, like... Swift Guardian floor, yeah!
Need more time.
Two. Or less. But I was saying one Angelic Dust so far.
Darkness awaits you.
Not ready yet.
Final floor.
Not ready yet.
Oh, ran out of space.
I need to go back. I need to go back.
Alright, so that was 5, 1 Angelic Dust. Continue where I left off.
I'm still waiting. Need more time.
Darkness awaits you.
I'm still waiting. Need more time.
Do you want more?
Not ready yet.
Really? No visions?
Sweet revenge.
waiting. Not enough discipline.
That was just a taste.
Not ready yet. Need more time.
A most thrilling battle.
There we go.
Vengeance.
Ah, wasted floor.
I'm still waiting.
I want this floor like later.
Not ready yet.
Sweet revenge.
Need more time. Not ready yet.
Vengeance.
I'm still waiting. Need more time.
You won't survive that.
I'm still waiting.
Cutting floor, yeah. I have to clear.
I am returning to town.
Just about. Okay. Really? Pestilence? Aw, come on. Really? I mean, it's usable in the sense that Captain Crimson's side, that bare minimum 5 actually helps. Believe it or not. That's it. For sure. But okay. 99. Better than the one I'm using. 345, but not good enough. Man, just not good enough. Really.
New goods today.
Not ready yet.
That was just a taste.
Need more time.
Seriously. Where are the primals?
Your fear betrayed
Not
you.
ready yet.
Wow. And I thought that was gonna Rift Guardian floors. Yeah, keys. Okay. I
I need to go
was
back.
just about to say, it felt like there were a lot of legendaries there. More puzzle rings. Cool. Oh, it already has one. Go next. Maybe this floor has my primal piece.
I'm still waiting.
Really.
Not ready yet. Need more time.
Come on. Show yourself.
I'm still waiting.
Well, I didn't mean show the
Darkness awaits you.
goblin, but okay. Oops.
Need more time.
I am returning to town.
It's good. Pocketed compass rose. Ooh, 8 cooldown. But doesn't have anything else. Wow. That's so sad. I mean, I can still just use it temporarily because it's a 149, but sad. So we have this sad pair of gloves. Alright, have I exhausted this? Kinda. And I can go a little bit to check.
Not ready yet.
Kind of annoying to go all the way there and get no result anyway, but
I'm
maybe
still
the
waiting.
Sweet revenge.
Gems.
Feel my wrath.
Not ready yet.
Ah.
Need more time.
More gems.
That was just a taste.
Not ready yet.
Alright, I think I exhausted this place.
I am returning to
Or
town.
I guess
Need more
end
time.
there.
Vengeance.
It's okay. More puzzle rings taking up. Where else can I farm? And I'll get more gems. Switch up a little bit.
I'm still waiting.
I knew I haven't done something. Yeah, gems.
I need to go back.
Alright. Switch it up.
Are you ready? Then your trial
Need more time.
Lots of gems.
I'm still waiting. I'm still waiting. Not ready yet.
Your fear betrays you.
Need more time.
Hmm.
I'm still waiting.
That was just a taste.
Ah, haven't had this in quite some time.
Not ready yet.
Gems, speaking of.
Feel my wrath.
Need more time. I am too low on discipline. I'm still waiting.
Feel my wrath.
Not ready yet. still waiting.
The Rift Guardian is here.
Need more time. Sweet revenge. Not ready yet. I'm still waiting.
All right.
To go back.
I grant you the power.
Not ready yet.
Many Nephalem have stood meanwhile now, but few succeed in overcoming trials.
I'm still waiting. Need more time. Not ready yet.
Vengeance! The treasure could be of use to us.
Need more time. I'm still waiting.
Bleed, you filth!
Not ready yet. Need more time.
Do you want more?
Not enough discipline.
I need healing.
I'm still waiting. Need more time.
You won't
I'm
survive
still
that.
waiting. Not ready yet. I'm still waiting. Not ready yet.
Elemental, I think.
Need more time. I'm still waiting.
Your fear betrays you.
Oh,
Need more
gems.
time.
The Rift Guardian has arrived.
Not ready yet. Need more time.
It's okay.
I am returning to town.
A fine battle.
Don't be shy. Well, isn't that nice? Ooh, that's nice. Can I have it
Still
back?
non-ancient gloves.
Let's see what happens. Do come back again. Do come back again.
So many times. Like ever since I completed my altar, I haven't seen one. When like the drops are like they're like nothing. Yeah, I'm gonna go rest my arms a bit. Probably go for lunch, and then uh maybe by that time after the lunch, um it might be GR time, and so we'll save the energy for that. So I'm gonna go for lunch first to get to where I am. So meaning to say I actually haven't played all that much at all. Now, that is another reason why my Forgotten Soul count isn't very high as well. I'm always spending before I hit like 2.5, 3k souls, I'm always down to below 1k again. And so uh I actually haven't played that much this season. I started on day 1, but I haven't played that much at all. And the Paragon shows it, right? But for every keystone that I use, especially in my push attempts, as you can see there, uh first of all, they aren't fished. Yeah. Anyhow, I'm gonna save some energy for later. It'll be Greater Rift time, which also means that I should probably just swap over to the build. That way I don't take up more time. And yes, I normally play with this space because I just don't like the Tetrising of the gems. And I will see you guys later on. When will I be back? I'm thinking, well, I mean, at least an hour. For the push? Oh, uh, I think I'm pushing tomorrow. Today, I think I'm going to get more Paragons, in groups. It's probably tomorrow we'll be pushing. I'm still thinking about whether I want to try 139 with the no generator setup. And that's another reason why I want to get my Paragons actually, because I'm only at 1300. I feel like I want to get to 1400 before I push. So I'm not sure if it's tomorrow or the day after, but I want my Paragons to be like 1400 before I do 139. Because I think I'm ahead of schedule based on using no generator, and I got 138 done at 1250 with no generator. I think I'm ahead of schedule because of the damage output that no generator doesn't have. And so obviously if you use focus and restraint, if you know how to play it, you would get the 138 down already as it should. But I took down 138 with no generator. So meaning that my focus and restraint setup will eventually outpace it, right? But if I do decide to play focus and restraint, I should already be pushing anyway. But I I really want to try the 139 with the no gen, I think, before I stop, because 138 is a weird spot, and I know that it's good enough as a difference of 3 tiers from before, from back when season 27 was. So I've already exceeded the no generator in a sense of expectations, even though obviously if you have more paragons, you'll succeed as well. But what I'm trying to get at is that I think it's done its job in terms of like testing between season 27 that I did that also and this season inclusive. So I played 2 seasons of no gen by turning it into a push setup, somewhat a push setup. I mean, if you think about it, 135 is a reasonable tier number to talk about pushing, right? I mean, sure, everyone thinks of S tier doing 150 as a push, right? But at the end of the day, the benchmark of pushing starts at around 135. Thank you for the follow. I appreciate it. Yeah, so um yeah, so I'm most likely gonna push probably at around 1400 Paragon, and that's very low still, by comparison. Of course, if I really want to show like low Paragon pushing, I could just push like focus and restraint like starting tomorrow, and then I'll have a lower Paragon than other people, right? But then that's not the only thing, because at the end of the day, eventually I need that Paragon for damage. So let's just say, for example, if I push 139 and 140 with focus and restraint, at some point the 141 or 142, I'm gonna need that Paragon anyway. So I would prefer to get 139 out of the way with the no gen, and then push 140 with focus and restraint, which is a good start for the focus and restraint. I feel like focus and restraint deserves 140 and up. And I know it sounds weird, but that's how I decide. Yes, thank you. I'm okay. Thank you so much. Um, so why do I treat the focus and restraint like this is because I come from like a Diablo 2 or like a gradual transition perspective where the gear has several phases of change. And so I wanted to take the node generator to its maximum capability somewhat and then transition into focus and restraint. Similarly, we would do the same thing with Guardian to Captain Crimson, right? For builds that can use Guardians before going to Captain Crimson, you would work on Paragons before transitioning to Captain Crimson. So the same way I approach this is that when a build is possible to transition from a previous weaker bad build to the actual proper build, you have a transition. So I'm transitioning between the non-focus and restraint and then take the focus and restraint even further. Then I can see the actual benchmark of the focus and restraint. So anyway, I repeat myself in like 5 different ways there, but at the end of the day, I feel like focus and restraint deserves to go higher than quote unquote relying on it for lower. Yeah, so I will catch up to the 140 plus probably by tomorrow in terms of solo pushing, but I hope to be able to get 139 down with the no generator